How to be the world's shittiest billionaire. A masterclass in having everything and still wanting more. Step 1. Accumulate more money than entire countries. Then explain to a single mother working 2 jobs that she's struggling because she bought Starbucks twice this month. Step 2. Own 6 mansions, 7 if you're environmentally conscious. Nothing says save the planet quite like flying 400 miles in a private jet because traffic looked annoying. Step 3. When employees ask for a raise, explain that times are tough. When the board asks about your compensation package, accidentally receive $480 million. Mistakes happen. Step 4. Tell everyone that money doesn't buy happiness. Continue collecting it anyway, just to make sure. Step 5. Perfect the billionaire prayer. Dear God, please let me pay less taxes than the firefighter. Amen. Step 6. Become obsessed with productivity. Not your productivity, everyone else's. You haven't seen your children in 6 years and communicate exclusively through assistants, but somehow Karen in accounting is the problem. Step 7. Spend $80 million building a yacht. Then spend another $40 million building a smaller yacht, whose only purpose is carrying your larger yacht's helicopter. At this point, you're no longer wealthy. You're role-playing as a Bond villain. Step 8. Whenever someone mentions inequality, immediately respond, "You're just jealous." Because obviously the only reason someone might dislike feudalism is jealousy. Step 9. Launch yourself into space, not for science, not for humanity, not for exploration, just because there are still places on Earth where people can look you in the eye. Step 10. Most importantly, never ever become satisfied. Satisfaction is for peasants. You could own 10 islands, 3 newspapers, 4 politicians, half a continent, a rocket company, a media company, a pharmaceutical company, and still wake up thinking, how do I squeeze another nickel out of this? Advanced billionaire training. A worker misses one day. You call it a lack of commitment. You haven't worked a cash register, changed a tire, stocked a shelf, waited a table, cleaned a toilet, or punched a time clock since the Clinton administration. Yet somehow you're still giving TED Talks about hard work. Elite billionaire status. At this point, you've become something truly remarkable. You no longer understand prices. You think milk costs $4. Rent costs $800. A college degree costs a couple grand. Healthcare is working great. Your understanding of reality is now entirely theoretical. You're essentially a rich anthropologist studying the middle class from orbit. Legendary final boss. The worker says, "I can't afford groceries." The billionaire says, "Have you tried budgeting?" The worker says, "My rent doubled." The billionaire says, "Interesting, mine made money." The worker says, "The system feels rigged." The billionaire says, "Of course it is." Then accidentally says the quiet part out loud. Final mic drop. A normal person sees $1 billion and says, "Nobody could spend that in a lifetime." A billionaire sees $1 billion and says, "Why does that guy have 2? Mic drop. The private jet is idling. The yacht is idling. The helicopter is idling. The tax attorney is billing. And somewhere a billionaire is reading a headline about record profits while trying to figure out which kidney the working class still has left.